Hey guys, Bob here. Been getting a lot of questions, and I want to address everything that I can so that you guys are ready for the Kickstarter. So, first and foremost, I know for a lot of people, this may be your very first Kickstarter. So, I want to explain what this is going to look like. This is not traditional online shopping where you're going to go purchase a copy of this game, put it in your cart, pay with your credit card in real time, and have it shipped to your house in 2 days. What this is crowdfunding. So the way this works is, and this is really, really big in the board game space. The way that this works is publishers come forward and say, this is the game we're going to make. We don't know how many we need to make. We don't know how much interest there is, but we have a funding goal. In our case, it's $10,000. And once we reach that fundraising goal, we'll manufacture this. So who wants to place a pre-order? And then essentially, people have about a month. Ours will start in mid-June and go till mid-July. And they'll have about a month to decide which version of the game they want to kind of pre-order, which reward tier they want to back. And when they do that, we'll eventually hit our funding goal. And the second that we do hit our funding goal, that allows us to then bill everybody's card who's made that commitment, reach out to the factory and to tell them how many to produce. They start manufacturing it. Then they ship it to warehouses in your country. We will be shipping to the United States, Canada, UK, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. And then once they're in the warehouses there, then it will be time to reach back out to you so we can calculate shipping and figure out what that is going to cost. Shipping will be, from that warehouse to your home. And so there will be a shipping charge involved, and we'll have to reach out to you in about a month's time or so to get your address and figure out if you want to add anything to the order, change your order, and exactly where to ship. So that is the overall gist of how Kickstarter works. We're looking at the main Kickstarter landing page, but let's go ahead and look at the Survivalist page. This is what the page has looked like for months and months. And depending on when you're looking at this, you may still see this screen. This is just called a pre-launch page, and it just is a little bit of a teaser with some information and nothing more than a notify me on launch button. And if you click this before Tuesday, June 16th at 9 a.m. Eastern time, then you will get notified when we go live. Now, the second that we go live, this same URL will just be redirected to a new thing, and it will look like this. This page will have the same video and some of the same content. I don't want to go too far because there are some spoilers in here, but a lot of new information about the game. You'll be able to see how much money we've raised so far, how close we are to that goal, how many backers, how many days left, all of those things. And the big important button is this green one, which is called Back This Project. And if you click that, that is how you go ahead and decide and let us know that you essentially want to pre-order the game. Before we go into that flow, though, let's just look at this right-hand side of the Kickstarter page. So this is called reward tiers because there are different things a person could pre-order and then ultimately pay for. The first here is Survivalist. This is the base game. This is 20% off because it is an early bird special. So this is a limited number. There'll be a limited quantity and it'll be kind of first come, first serve. We do recommend getting on there that first day if you can to make sure that you can snag one of those. In addition to that, we will always have copies at the retail price of Survivalist. There's no limit on that. And if you've not had a chance to look at the campaign yet, there is a tremendous amount in the Survivalist big box. It comes with both the base game, but it also comes with extra stuff. It comes with 3 fully fleshed out expansions. It comes with a launch unlock. It comes with a couple cool things that you haven't even necessarily seen yet, depending on when you're watching this video. So you can get copies of that at a discount. Once again, that is also an early bird deal. So we recommend getting that. We don't know how long those will last, but there will be a limited quantity on that as well. After that, we will have an unlimited number of Survivalist big box at their retail price. And if you want to do group purchases or get some Christmas presents out of the way, you can buy 3 copies at a highly discounted rate. Same for the big box. Pretty great price there at 40% off. And then for game shops, if you're running a game shop and you're a retailer, you can get a bunch at a cost that is pretty good and will leave you with a pretty good margin on these. Beyond that, there is something pretty special that we're doing. This isn't for everybody, but it might be for you, which is an opportunity to really be a part of the team here, and not just to get a copy of the game, but to be involved in the next one that we work on after Survivalist. So make sure you take a look at that. Those are all of the tiers. Now, you'll go ahead and click back this project, but we can't do it in our campaign. We can't do it in our campaign because this project is not live at the time that I'm recording this. So let's just go back over to any other campaign. We'll go to Earthbound Trailblazer, one of many board games that is up on Kickstarter right now. And you can see they're much further along. They're in their final 62 hours. And you can see how many people have backed and everything. And if we scroll down, we'll see the same thing here, which is they also have these reward tiers where you can pick. Each one has its own button at this point that you can click. But let's just go ahead and click their back this project. If you click that, you end up in kind of a checkout screen here. First, it wants you to pick your reward. This is the reward tiers that we just talked about. So here you'll see a copy of Survivalist base game or a copy of the big box, and you can scroll down and pick. For our purposes here, we'll just pick their $150 deluxe box, their $150 version, and that is 150 USD, $258 NZD. You'll see that a lot of board games sell these days on Kickstarter, and they do tend to go for a much higher price than what you're going to see with Survivalist. If you feel free to go look and click around Kickstarter, you will see that we're really looking to get this game to people at a family-friendly rate here. But let's just imagine that we did put one copy of Earthborn into our cart. That then takes us to this next thing, which is called add-ons. So add-ons is anything that is not part of the main game or the big box that you can just chuck in and pay extra for. So for example, here they have a little mini expansion for $30. They have some upgraded components for $40. They have some limited art prints for $50, and you can just click in here and add whatever you like. That of course will all add to your total in your shopping cart. Once again, just wait until you see the pricing that we have on stuff. You'll see that our stuff is going for drastically less than you're going to find with a lot of these other Kickstarters. But in either case, you'll go ahead and you'll hit continue, and when you do, it will take you to this screen. Now, do not be intimidated by this. You've done this on the internet 100 times. This is just, you've got to sign up. You need to put in a name and an email and a password. This is if you've never used Kickstarter before. You'll get an email. You'll click the verification link. You've seen this 100 times. And then that will get you right back in to your purchase, where you'll be able to see what you had selected and put your card down and say, I am committing to, I'm in to purchase this, assuming this project goes forward. That is how that works. Okay. So with that is as quick as I could do, just an overview of what Kickstarter is. Look for other short videos for some content here, just to give you guys some context heading into it. And as always, if you have any questions, please go to the Facebook group. It's super duper active, and look us up on Facebook. It's Homestead Games New Zealand. And with that, all right, we're looking forward to launch day. All right, talk soon, guys.